Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1. All right. Can you hear my sounds? All right. Can you hear my sounds? All right. Can you hear my sounds? All right. Might have to turn the game volume up a little bit. All right, so, okay, I just want to make sure I could hear the sounds.
I want to respect his desires, but he has responsibility. If my brother shows his face...
You'll be the first to know. But mind you, my love, we're all healing in our own way.
A good reminder. When we're done here, this note is for Bram. Ah, good to see your face in these halls. A champion returned. Name's Scotty. We've likely met. I'm Newt's son.
Busy?
Very. But thank you for joining me on such short notice. I'll be prompt. My summoning you isn't without purpose.
Sharp blade.
The Tyrian Alliance
I know,
will
strange,
begin soon.
right?
You mentioned. I don't know what that is.
Can you hear the sound
I imagine
okay?
not, as I've
It's
been
been a minute
tasked
since
with
I
extending
streamed,
the
so
invitation to you myself.
I don't know.
You were personally
I
elected.
tested it earlier,
Be
but I don't know
proud.
how it's going.
The demons that terrorized us, they stirred something in the world, and not just fear, hope. Something we lacked. Leaders started talking. We've gotten more done in the last month than the last 20
Can you hear me
years.
okay?
Trade, rebuilding. Here's your invitation. One came for each of us this morning. The Alliance is meeting in Lion's Arch. I'd head there sooner rather than later.
Can you hear the sound though? Because last night when I did a test stream, it you couldn't hear the game. It's very strange. Oh dear. All of this? Okay. To the esteemed Pack Commander, it is with the highest respect that the founding committee of the Tyrian Alliance would like to invite you to join our organization of trust and dignity. We hoped for a brighter tomorrow after the passing of Su Wong marked a new era for Tyria, but something pushed back on that hope when a series of demonic attacks left our people and our homes in peril. Although these attacks have recently waned, their source has not yet been discovered. Until it has, we are vulnerable. You think? Oh, he is louder than me? Okay, then I'm gonna have to turn it down a little bit. I wasn't sure, so I'll turn it down just a bit. Okay. Or maybe turn myself up. Am I quiet or can you hear me okay? Because I can turn up my mic a little bit.
Let me show you my style.
But from that vulnerability, something else was born. Ha ha ha. Awareness. Okay.
What can I do for you?
Okay, well, I'll turn myself up real quick. How's that? Is that better? Should be. I tend to be loud, so I'd rather be not blasting people's eardrums out if I can help it. Anyway, From that vulnerability, something else was born. Awareness. Leaders started speaking with leaders. Nations once impaired by archaic rivalries were suddenly allies or on their way. Pain was shared as readily as food. Yeah, I don't want some of that food, thanks very much. After we survived the fight against the Elder Dragons, surely the next threat to rise in their place would not stop us. And it has not stopped us. Alright. As leaders talked, we realized it was time again to try our hand at unity. Not all will agree, but we certainly have our critics. But peace isn't made overnight. Thus, the Tyrian Alliance has formed. Da-da-da! Commander, you have been a glimmer of hope in the times of ire. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm just tired. I mean, come on. Dragons, Cryptus, Joko. You know, vacation when? Sorry. Commander, you have been a constant glimmer of hope in times of ire. You've impacted each of our lives in immeasurable ways. It is for that reason you are invited to join us in Lion's Arch for a celebration of trust. The alliance may be new, but with time it will become something truly admirable and productive. For Tyria, for all of us. With support of the Tyrian Alliance's founding committee, Queen Jenna of Creta. Oh, crap. I'm sorry. Alright, so now where do we go? We go to Lion's Arch. Alrighty. Uh-oh, we're going to the club! Going to the club, going to the club. Woohoo, woohoo. Alright. Oh, no, it's not the club. I thought it showed we were going... Oh, that's where the club is. Never mind. So much for the club. Meh. Gather all the notes in the meeting. All right. Notes.
Hold it. Name.
Serious?
Over here.
Whoops.
That you are. Didn't recognize the face at first. Fought alongside you during Scarlet's attack. Go ahead. Don't mind me, just being cautious. A lot of big names in this building.
It's a big job.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
No less cramped than any of Ash's hidden outposts.
Am I back yet?
And nerve-wracking.
All right. So is there a reason why Anise is talking in the other room?
You're modest.
Sounds like she's in the basement or attic. Can you hear me better now? Keith? What the hell? Is it just me, or
Keith is joining me as counsel.
why are our voices outside? Is this our outside voices outside? I don't get it. Okay. It's the first time playing, so... Gee, seems to me they kind of need the audio person that used to work there, but he's not there anymore, not naming names.
We've all experienced a bit of an identity crisis after Maguma. We're well on our way, but we've problems to solve for yet.
The Footless One.
It is a genuine pleasure to see a familiar face in unfamiliar lands.
Welcome, Commander. I'm glad to finally have a meeting under less dire circumstances.
Queen Jenna has been instrumental in Cantha's integration. I'm eager for these meetings to commence. With every trade organization and leader between the Shiver Peaks and the unending
Oh dear.
ocean. Such minds.
Was it a mesmer portal though?
I'm hoping that today is productive. If not,
Because you know what they always say. If a mesmer drops a portal, someone will take it. Alright, who else I gotta talk to? Oh, somebody over there. Grisha!
Good to see you. Quite the gathering. Certainly beats an
Sorry, don't mean to be in your face. 6 feet rule, sorry.
Who else? We'll save that headache for opening remarks. I'm eager to put it behind us.
Oh.
Hasn't made things easy though. The Dominion
So when you played through it, you had the same voice issue thingy? Because that's a little disconcerting. No, you didn't? So why is it doing it to me then? I don't like this. Why is it outside voices? Is it because I have dialogue turned down too much? Or is it cinematics volume? Really? Because to me it sounds like everybody's talking outside and I'm hearing it outside. Even my voice. Like I didn't know if I was a ventriloquist. Da, da, da. Somehow I don't think that this is sneaky, sneaky. Alright. Is there any other notes here that I need to read? Because I saw that I have to read all the notes, and goodness knows there's probably more somewhere. And I'm a snooper. I like to snoop. Nope. Okay. Alright. But you can hear me better now too? Hopefully. To the Arcane Council, it is with the highest respect that the founding committee of the Tyrian Alliance would like to invite you to the Arcane Council as representatives of Radisum to join our organization of trust and dignity. We hope for a broader Okay, this is what I already read. Okay. Seemed familiar. Okay, it's just basically the same thing. Gotcha. Broham! Dude looks like he's like living his best life. Like he took a break and now he's like, I'm just gonna chill in like some normal clothes.
Rock all you need. I went home for a while after. The whole thing was an accident. One day I'm patching homesteads, caring for lone wolf pups.
Yeah, see, I want to play some of the story, but I want to see the new map too. So,
I'm impressed.
He's modest. He proved to be the leader Kragstead needed, and irreplaceable while I've helped take on more for Newt. A natural leader, oh boy.
Stop.
I'm glad for you, Bram. Air would be proud.
maybe he's actually not being like a 12-year-old now, let's hope.
Counselor Ludo, that's a lot of paperwork for
Oh,
one
sweet.
Sora.
Couldn't get a single one of those old sacks to put down the gavel and at least try to make friends. Did send me with a giant pile of paperwork, though. That's what I'd like to call the Asuran hello. Nonsense, most of it. Cantha is revealed. And if not for... You are correct.
Alrighty.
I, Countess Anise, liaison to Queen Jenna of Kryta. Call all representatives of the Tyrian Alliance to council. Please, to your places.
Captain Keel's here.
We've quite a bit to cover. First and foremost, the Pact and Orders send their regards. Structural changes have them occupied. But with that aside, the founding members have come prepared with opening statements. Affirmations of why we're here. As our mutually elected emissary, Commander, would you like to determine the order of operations?
What qualifies me to make that call? You've had a hand in just about everything Tyria has endured since the retaking of Claw Island. We approve.
No joke.
I imagine the Pale Mother supports this notion.
Sure, have at it.
Krisha, Imperator of the Blood Legion and elected representation from the Char. I'd be lying if I said tensions weren't high at the Citadel. With Bangar's trial nearing, another civil war isn't impossible.
Of course
Even
not.
behind bars, Bangar commands respect from his most loyal. Although weakened, the Dominion is still a threat. However, the Imperators are mostly aligned. Imperator Malice of the Ash Legion joins me today in support. Ephraim sends his. You may have heard the whispers, but there are calls for another Con-Ur to rise. The Imperators don't disagree. But the Trial of Embers will wait until we've decided Bangar's fate. That is our first priority.
Good.
Esteemed leaders, I am thankful to have met a few of you before. Queen Jenna has made many of these introductions. For those of you I have not met, I am Empress Yin of Cantha. I was advised to send a liaison in my stead, but I wanted to show the face of the Empire. Cantha's integration into Tyrian politics has not been swift or easy. But it is considered our greatest priority in the wake of the Elder Dragon event. Our people are largely united in wanting, but like all nations, an underbelly of resistance remains. However, I want to pull us from the murk and into the light. Cantha's technologies are vast, some might say superior, and I firmly believe that we offer something unique. And clearly share similar passions with our neighbors. Together, imagine what we could accomplish. While we are focused on diplomacy, we've had a secondary goal of enlisting archivists from across continents. Our libraries and history texts are woefully dated.
Alright.
Counselor Ludo of the Arcane Council. I'll keep it brief. As you can observe, I am the only present representative from the Council. We are experiencing growing pains. Cantha's prowess threw us for a loop. I may be alone in this thinking, but about damn time. For a long while, the Council has lazily relied on Asuran Magitech superiority. We've become complacent, our research secondary. I, and a few others, have been advocating for a more productive integration into the global sector. No disrespect intended, but Cantha's advancements on our designs? Well, frankly, it's insulting. Our knowledge is still unmatched.
An interesting choice of words. Know that I enjoy competition. In fact, I encourage it.
As do I. My first significant motion on the Arcane Council has been to eliminate any restrictions on admittance into the Asuran colleges. Our next focus will be on global equitable information exchange. That's all. For now.
Azura gonna be Azura, right?
I am firstborn Dagonet. Keith and I have ventured from the
to represent the Sylvari. The pale tree sends her regards. Her healing has been a slow process, but her spirits remain bright and focused on our growth. Our people experienced a deep wound when Mordramoth rose and fell. As a people, we have many questions about where we come from, what purpose we serve following the Elder Dragon's death. Who are we as a society? Many have decided to leave our home in search of these answers. Finding direction and purpose, that is our focus. As the pale tree heals, so do the rest of us.
Cool.
I am Scotty, son of Newt Whitebear. Sends his best. Old man just can't say no to a good brawl. Expected to heal just fine. Just as our people are healing. Unsure of how to approach the spirits. How we can help them. If we can help them.
The Sylvari share in your pain. The pale tree. That's been a process.
Aye. Looking ahead has been our focus. Our scouting parties have returned to the far north to explore the villages and homesteads cut off from Holbrook for decades. We've also got eyes on the sons of Svanir. Rather, what remains of them. Most fell with Jormag. Those that remain, broken, lost. If we can offer any rehabilitation, we will. But we won't welcome more violence to Holbrook.
My queen.
Thank you all for your remarks. We gather on mutual ground as allies. For some, friends. We suffered the Elder Dragons. We saw a new Elona and Cantha. We've endured much. But now, Tyria has the promise of tomorrow. The last decade was cruel, but standing united today shows promise that my father only dreamt of. However, it is not on kind terms that we gather. The Alliance was formed as a reaction to a new threat. Almost a year ago now, demons attacked our villages and farmlands. Your cities and homes.
48 dead in the mountains. An entire village burned to the ground.
One attacked the grove.
2, just outside the gates of Rata Novus. They stank.
No casualties should be accepted. These attacks were calculated, I've heard. Our perpetrator? The Cryptus.
Cryptus?
And what exactly are these Cryptus? Where did they come from?
The more pertinent question, how did the Queen discern this information?
Tone.
I've dealt with an Emperor's horde of petty banter, so I pivot. Queen Jenna, care to elaborate?
This information is as novel to me as it is to the Alliance.
I've heard rumors of your trustworthiness, Your Majesty.
No hyperbole until the queen has spoken.
Enough!
Well, that's how you make an entrance.
The triviality of Tyrian politics has not ceased its endless parade. Shall we have a mature discussion?
Introducing representation from the Astral Ward. Iskarin.
Iskarin.
I apologize for my friend's theatrics.
Fruit!
And Frode. Warden of the Astral Ward.
What's going on, Jenna? Answers.
Queen. If you wish to leave with all your limbs intact.
Calm, all of you.
Dang, Anise.
And
Calm
I
your
thought the war
scrits.
bands needed babysitting. Frode, was it?
Wayfinder, under duress as always.
Wayfinder. Ah. Should have known you had a leg in this race.
I'll try talking to them.
Everybody's all up in arms. You need to calm your scrits. Good grief. Good grief. No need to call the dang lion guard. Barging in. Who's everybody wanting to fight? What is wrong with you people? Hey, Zahim! Yeah, I know.
Ready as they'll ever be. Get to the point.
They thrive on the brink of chaos.
They've all endured enough trauma for a lifetime. Patience.
If we're measuring trauma at lifetimes, they will compare.
Thank you for allowing us the time to speak to you all today. I apologize for the dramatic entrance.
You think?
Again, I am Frode of the Astral Ward.
Frode. I've heard that name.
The Ward has been cloaked in shadow for centuries, protecting you from threats unknown and unlike the Elder Dragons.
The Cryptus.
The source of our demon infestation, I take it?
Beings of the Mists who are no longer a problem. Not right now. Our Wayfinder, your commander, can speak to that.
I joined their fight. The Cryptus have been contained.
I wouldn't be surprised if some still attempted to breach our realm, but they aren't organized.
He speaks truth, as the commander can attest. Hesitant trust is advised. Isgarin revealed himself to me not long before he revealed himself to all of you.
The Cryptus are harbingers of what may come next from the mists.
And you say they're no longer a threat, Wayfinder?
I've been to their realm myself. They've been stabilized.
When so long past, Tyria's essence bled into the veil beyond, the mists. You are... we are no longer shielded by her power. Every eye turned toward us in that moment. And likely more, we glow brighter than we did before. Tyria is a unique world, coveted by those beyond.
To summarize, our demons are Cryptus, and you two, the Astral Ward, are some sort of secret organization that fights them?
Not just Cryptus, but any intruder from another realm.
We've certainly faced other threats that were not born of Tyria. Why didn't you reveal yourself sooner?
Or help us with the Elder Dragons.
Of your questions, but this is not the right venue.
I'm inclined to agree. Whatever this information is, I gather it's sensitive in nature.
I imagine the room needs a moment to reflect. Shall we pause and reconvene in smaller council?
After our councils have ended, I will speak with any of you. Whatever questions you may have, I will try to answer them.
Commander, with us. We'd like to continue the conversation.
So you've met before.
Their friendship was just as much a surprise to me.
We sought another ally ahead of the forum. We've known it was time to reveal ourselves to the world. Figured this would be better than a more public spectacle.
That inclination isn't wrong. Why now, though?
The Cryptus may be controlled or contained, but my words should cause fear. Tyria is as blood in water.
And what exactly is attracted to that blood?
Any number of beasts and beings. I've no reason to think we're in imminent danger, but I suspect something draws closer.
And we all need to prepare. The Astral Ward is ready to help in any way we can.
So you've numbers then?
Some. Fewer after the Cryptus. We bled on the edge of that blade.
What do you propose we do?
Focus on your affairs. We'll get nowhere without some degree of control. Your nations are fragile still. Heal. Nourish.
We'll be establishing pacts with our neighbors. I suggest you do the same.
Wise.
On that subject, I'd like to offer some information on the Isle of Janthir.
Janthir. A storm looms over that place. Blood. That is not a territory I wish to cross.
I don't expect you to, but we may find more allies throughout those lands. The Lowland Coden.
My father spoke of them briefly. He left their territory untouched. Those are bonds I have not maintained.
I imagine there's more to the suggestion, Iskarin?
We should speak within thicker walls. Yes.
Wayfinder, I don't think anyone here would be better equipped to help form these bonds.
Of course not.
You are not only a representative of the Astral Ward, but of Tyria. Look around this room. Take it in.
I could support that notion. Yes.
Utilize Mooncamp. It's only kicking up dust otherwise. We'll send word to your aid. All your aid. The ward will establish a gateway between our outpost and the human city. With the Queen's blessing.
Blessing granted. I support this, and you, Commander. Now is the time to fortify. The Countess will meet you in Divinity's Reach.
Of course she will. After she cuts everybody up because they're being snarky to her.
I've witnessed cleaner executions.
Krisha, think I'm going with the commander to Janthir. I feel a professional pull. Have little intel on that location, or these Coden, and it feels vital. Or intriguing, at least.
An imperator leaving her post to get her claws dirty. Care to steal my mate, too? Go. Be our eyes. I can cover for us.
I'll see you there, Commander.
Sweet. Alright, so what do I want to do? I'll poo. Ursus obliges? Alright. Now going to DR, I think. Right? Yeah. Sorry, being lazy. Which one? The low one or the second one? Because I haven't seen anybody. I cheated, and I watched a little bit of somebody's stream, so I saw a tiny bit of the other map, but I didn't see much of. I I mean, it looks beautiful. It reminds me a little bit of Drizzlewood, but Grathmar too, a little bit. Well, I'm excited because I don't know if you've noticed, but over time, I'm going the wrong way. Where the hell is this place? Oh, I'm dumb. Okay. Over time, they've really done really well with the night, you know? Like Path of Fire was really great, and you know, the Living World maps were really great, and it's just every nighttime map keeps getting better and better. Like, it makes me excited to see them. Oh, what have we here? Oh, I have to speak with Anise first.
Prompt, as expected.
Of course. Can't just give it to me. Gotta, like...
The gateway is active. I've word that Malice will meet you there. Got a glimpse of the place myself. Frode gave the Queen a proper tour. He'll be expecting you too. Though, between friends, their definition of camp is sweet. I'm sure you'll be very comfortable.
Dramatics from the Astral Ward?
Right.
Shocking.
You are quite adapted to them, aren't you? How are you feeling about the mission, then?
Ready for anything. Don't know what to expect, but I love an adventure. I live and breathe the outdoors. That we're meeting Coden? Well, let's just say we have a lot in common.
Diplomacy is a fine craft, Commander. And making allies requires an artisan. Oh, before you depart. Do we prefer Wayfinder or Commander now?
For you? I don't know if you calling me anything but Commander would sound natural.
Old habits die hard, I suppose. Good luck.
Yay, now I can take the portal and see the pretty stuff. Ooh. I think it's kind of ironic. I made a new Norn Mesmer about 2 to 3 weeks ago, and I named her Oracle Blue Moon. Isn't it kind of ironic? Like, did I know? No, I didn't know, but it's still kind of funny.
The guest of honor. Welcome to Mooncamp.
Why does the sound doing this?
Remember, fought with you against the Cryptus.
I've slept in worse homesteads. Whew, this is grand.
Wow.
The Astral Ward? Subtle. Not a chance. Good to see you closer to ground, though. I volunteered to help with the integration. Long overdue that we got involved in...
The sound's really kind of wonky, because, like, if I don't have the camera angled a certain way, it sounds like it's far away. I don't know why it's doing that.
Vanak was just giving us the lay of the land. Dangerous place, Janthir. Eager to scope it out.
I am as well. There's something about the atmosphere here that wilts my senses.
Are you following me? You're always welcome in my party, old friend.
On Dagonet's order, he didn't go into much detail about the Pale Tree's status. And perhaps it's not my place to say, but her recovery has been slower than we expected. Some days she seems weaker than the day before. We search for a remedy. The Astral Ward knows magic, and ancient magic at that. I'm hoping we can form a connection with you.
I do too, for what it's worth. And all help is good in these parts. Janthir
Is
a
that
nasty place to get
the new
lost.
cinematics thing? Maybe
But before
it's
you
messing
jump
us
around,
up.
Frode wanted to speak with you, Wayfinder. Seemed urgent enough to prioritize.
Right. I'll track him down.
I don't know. Hmm.
Have you gotten an ounce of rest?
I used to be in charge of Moon Camp before the
Why is his face dirty?
If they pulled you from your sky post, this must be serious.
You know us well. It's true. The Lowland Codan will be fine allies of Queen Jenna and the Tyrian Alliance. That is no lie. They know these lands better than most. Janthir and the northern stretches are formidable. How much did you learn of Waiting Sorrow during your time in Omnitas?
Waiting Sorrow, your missing wizard? Not a lot. Besides the fact that she created the Heart of the Obscure.
Indeed. I've never met her, of course, as she's been missing since before Ascalon burned to the ground. This must stay between us, for now. But we suspect that she's hiding among the Codan.
You want me to find her?
It isn't a burden on your shoulders alone. The Ward is here to support in whatever way we can. But, yes, we need you to.
Is she dangerous?
She's very capable. For your own safety, expect resistance. I wish I knew more. Between us, Wayfinder, all conversation about her turns Isgarin more conspiratorial than usual.
Then I'll keep my guard up.
Good. For what it's worth, Dagda doesn't agree with him. She was also Waiting Sorrow's closest friend, so there's bias. But that's all I've got, so I'll leave you to it. Get to know the region. We'll set out in search of the Codan soon as well. They've been known to homestead along the delta and the coastline. They'll build for 100 or so years, then move. Unsure of their exact position, but I imagine we're close. We portaled Moon Camp here to avoid scaring the locals.
Probably more subtle than flying it over the bay. Good call.
Stalwart Hart holds some research noting they're not especially keen on magic. A floating building may cause alarm.
You think?
But, good luck. I'll be here to guide you as I can. Ward's busy with the reacclimation. It's going to be a long process.
I want to read this letter. Interesting.
How are things with the Ward?
Fine. Tense. Isgarin wanted to lock our doors and go back into hiding, but that's just not an option for us. We have 100 fractal inhabitants taking up residence in Omnitas, and I doubt they want to stay. They're sitting in a limbo of our making, and that's just one problem.
Are you going to get the Alliance involved? Probably a smart move.
I think we have to. Lear agrees. He strongly agrees. Isgarin's worried that the world will think us monsters, which is a fair fear, but our actions aren't above critique. I'm airing my angst. Suffered a few long nights, but we're moving in the right direction. Don't let me distract you.
All right.
Any brilliant insights from Frode, Commander?
He and I caught up and talked about the Codan. We're not exactly sure settled today, but they're likely close. Astral Ward research also says that they're a little distrustful of magic. We'll want to keep that in mind.
Sounds like we've plenty to strive for, then. We should get moving. I don't know this region.
When we call Janthir treacherous, we mean it.
That was an Omicron, huh? So what exactly am I supposed to be exploring? Or am I supposed to be under... Oh, there it goes. Okay. Derp to derp. Those are inside and probably... Wait, what? No. Okay. Alrighty.
What can you tell us about the history of this place?
Oh, former home of the Mersat, and later the White Mantle. From my research, there's been very little activity in recent years.
Correct. Aside from the Kodan, only a few other groups have called it home. Some centaur tribes, trolls, creatures that keep to themselves. And the Isles are another story. I recommend you read up on it. A lot of blood has been spilled here.
Wonderful. White mantle. Yay.
A lot of things come to Janthir to hide from the rest of Tyria. That's why the Mersat built Bavanissos here. Though, that place is all ruins and storms now. Hard to get close.
Pavanisos? What's that?
Bavanisos, Bavanisos.
Fixed in the
Sorry.
middle of the Isles. Been abandoned for a long time. Don't think I'd want to go anyway. Maban told me about it. Didn't sound all that hospitable. He went back from time to time. Memories, I imagine. Or guilt.
Sus. Why do they always put a second arrow when there's never anything on that page, ain't it? I never understood that. Why do they always do that? They leave a book or something for us to read, and then they have a right arrow like there's more, and it's always a blank
That's
page.
a Valraven talent.
Like,
Nasty
really?
beast.
What's
The war
that
has
about?
little documentation, aside from a few first-hand accounts. When few travelers come through Janthir, stay away from them at all costs.
Wow, cryptis thingy. Isn't that interesting? Are they trying to sprout a choya? Sorry. Green goo. Bubbly stuff. Dragon spears! Haven't seen those in like a week. Duck! Duck! Duck, 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 duck. Sorry. What else we got? Anything? What am I missing? I'm missing something probably upstairs, right? If I had to guess. Yep.
That's a cryptis axe. I'd recognize it anywhere.
Yep. Moon Camp operated in the area during the attacks. Grunts were poking at something here. Never figured out what.
Given Janthir's history, I imagine there are any number of things a demon could be drawn to. Not especially inspiring, though.
Who, me? Or them? I tend to be skeptical sometimes. But, ooh, look at this. This is interesting. Sorry.
How big is Janthir?
Huge. brighter still. But the deltas are considered a part of the Isles due to their climate and flora. It stretches far to the north, running parallel to the northern Shiver Peaks, as far as modern maps are concerned. The Isles and Bay make up most of the occupied territory, with some coastal regions lining the mainland. There was even a small human outpost on the Isles, but it's long abandoned now. Don't know a lot about it.
Not a good place to be, then.
Time to go exploring. And get my butt kicked, probably. See, it looks a little bit like Drizzlewood. But salmon? Wolf pups?
It's so quiet.
Reminds me of Drizzlewood.
Ha!
And vegetation.
Sounds like something to be determined by a wayfinder.
Alright. There's a bee. Aww. Isn't that cute? Probably kicked my butt though. I'm not gonna fight it. I love bees. As long as they don't sting me.
Goodness, look at you. This is a very old tree. Imagine the stories it could tell us. Standing tall and strong. Full of growth.
Well, alrighty then.
I chose you. Pain.
I don't like killing things. But you're gonna start it, I'm gonna finish it.
It may be dangerous, but this place...
That's nature. Always trying to kill you. At least she looks good doing it. Where do you think this water leads?
Why does this remind me of like the real version of when you fall down that waterfall in SAB and you're like, ooh, you know, fighting the assassins along the way.
Watch out for the cliff. Wouldn't make for a nice fall.
Never mind the cliff. Watch out!
Oh great, flying stuff that likes to evade 10 million times. Come on now.
Things.
Just like the one Vinok showed us.
Aight. That deer was green a minute ago. What was that about?
probably very toxic.
Alright, where else we gotta go? Oh, nope, down here.
Treacherous, eh?
I want to know what the heck's up with the volume. Having to be like the camera angle somewhere to...
Has them so riled up.
Oh, wonderful. It bogas. What a pain in the butt.
We heal as one. Protect me.
All this poison. No bueno.
Attacking on sites so close to a populated camp is concerning behavior.
Bet it has something to do with that distress call.
Reasonable take.
Hey, Ish! How did... Oh. I was like, how did you find out about my stream? And then I'm like, oh, never mind. You are in my Discord.
And from quite a large beast, I imagine.
Yeah, that's pretty big claws. Sometimes I'm not too bright.
Footprints.
I want to know why I keep hearing, like, volume, like, messed up. What is up with that? That's really annoying. Anybody else had that problem?
Blood. We better hurry.
Anyone! Help us!
I want that mastery, but I know I can't get it yet. Alright. There we go. Aggressive war claw. Oop, gotta look away. Alright. Oh boy, he's a feisty fella, ain't he?
That's how I do it.
Well, you should.
We heal as one. We heal as one.
Alright, you're gonna have to make me do my bow? Alright. Ish, I'm surprised you wouldn't buy it anyway, since there's gonna be a Warclaw, upgrade. Not to mention the fact, if you already have a Warclaw, which I know you do, you get 250 skirmish tickets. Now, I don't know why that Ko-Fi thing keeps coming on, but... Wait, what is this?
Perhaps something sturdier would do you better in these parts. Which of you is the leader?
Right? Shame on Ish. Nella, I forgot that was you. It won't let me talk to it! So rude! It's subdued, it won't let me talk to it, so rude.
A child of bitter winds. You'll fare just fine here. I
I figure if nothing else, you guys don't have to watch the stream. At least you can get your free Twitch drops from me.
The sun is fading. Wherever you traveled from are
Thank you.
No, I remember now that that's you. I just forgot for a minute. Because, I mean, think about it. Think about the last time I streamed. It's been a minute.
unless you want to lose yourself in the woods. Our nights have been far darker. The Valraven watch.
So, I didn't...
You mean that wild animal?
Fascinating beasts they are. Came to us from far away. They need protectors.
So, I read on Reddit that they borked Warclaw skills. Have you guys tried them since then? Because I guess now the spacebar doesn't make you jump anymore or something. Or dash. So, and they don't plan on changing it from what I saw. So, yeah.
It's enraged again?
Stay calm. Help it release that energy, just like last time.
Great.
I told you, Outlander. The salve.
I salved it. I salved it. Come on. Come on, get your Neosporin on. Come on. Also, it should be pointed out the Janthir bee is like the human or the real life version of the Super Adventure Box bee. Just saying. Oi!
Help it relax.
Help it relax by beating on it till it like gives in? How is that making it relax? I don't get that. If that's your idea of making something relax, we gotta talk, because that's just not the way. You wanna say, nice kitty, friendly kitty, not, let me beat on you with my sword until you submit. I mean, like, really? Like, what kind of weird crap are you guys into or something? Like, seriously? Yeah, I'm a Goonies fan too. What's your point? You know I have an NG named Blue Lagoony, so I mean, there's that.
Good.
Think that it's enjoying this.
No joke! Like, seriously, is this its way of playing or what? It just needs a big fur ball or a ball of string or something. Maybe a mouse. We didn't have to fight our World v World war claws this much. Did we have to fight him at all? I don't even remember we did we? Like, I remember, excuse me, I remember in Guild Wars 1, whenever you got a ranger pet, you had to fight it to, you know, get it. And they don't really do that in this game now. So
again, the salve.
The salve! Come on, Neosporin! When I get my War Club pet, I'm gonna name him Neosporin because of all this salve I've used on him. Or Bacitracin, one or the other. Can we mount up? Yeah, we can mount up. Alright, let's roll. Come on. Y'all, come on. Now you're gonna stop because I mounted up? Seriously? You'd rather run? Alright. Oh, that's pretty. So I guess this is gonna be how they do it now. They're gonna ANET presents yada yada. Okay. They've been doing this since Ender Dragons. Not sure why, but okay. Alright. Why'd you...
It's been a long while since we've let the outside in. Travelers avoid these lands, and for good reason. Not intentional isolation, that is. It isn't my story to tell, however, and we're nearing the pen.
Right.
Here, come. Use this to calm the beast.
Again?
Food.
Aight. Oh, I thought they actually gave me the food already. They didn't. Alright. There we go. I got the pretty kitty! I got the pretty kitty!
You return with Shenanigans, Spearmaster.
More lost in the wild.
Call me Stoic Older.
We found them
Oh,
in the forest,
I have to pet him?
defending
A
themselves.
pet. I should want a pet. A pet. Aww, that's so sweet. Thank you, Nella.
Come. We should speak. I never thought Tyria capable. Clearly, we've plenty to discuss. Come. The village welcomes you.
I'll tend to our friend.
With more Neosporin. But I want to go in here.
Kindest alcove in Janthir.
Why does this part remind me of those banners remind me of Black Citadel?
Rather unexpected in our keep. Welcome the Tyrian Alliance. Tyria has allied? Amusing joke you play, leader.
Your skepticism is understandable. But given the severity of recent threats, Tyria needed to act fast. And unitarily.
Threats? Surely the strangers do not walk among all lands.
If you mean the creatures attacking from mist portals, I'm afraid so. We call them cryptis.
Mist portals. It's of the flesh stalkers that this alliance...
Well, from what I understand, you can't even get in the homestead unless the owner is there, and it's like, what's the point of giving people permissions if they don't have the ultimate permission of getting in the homestead when you're not there? It's like, what's that gonna do? You know? But
can be a supreme unifier or divider, depending on how it is channeled.
I didn't farm my home instance today, though, or last night. So if I unlock it between now and reset, I can see where stuff is beforehand.
To join your alliance.
Who knows what other threats the mists might bring? Should that happen, we'll have strength in numbers.
I respect your good intentions, but need time to ponder its implications for our own. For now, that is my decision. At this time, I extend our visitors the opportunity to speak with our council members.
Master. Apologies. My thoughts are occupied by council matters at the moment. If you find yourself with time to pass, my apprentice Burning River is out tending the village journeykin. Tell him to give you some lessons at my request. They're fine creatures. I suspect you'll make fast friends.
Aurora and Barbed Veil, who you first ran into, are two of our newest to don the Master title. Though, judging by their expertise, one would suspect them seasoned veterans of their respective crafts. Additionally, Aurora has fast proved an upstanding mentor for my son.
Currently working on the fundamentals of herbalism.
Save some praise for yourself, Alder. The previous Claw would be proud to see how well you're faring in the position.
The Claw Aurora speaks of was my mother. Feels both long ago and as recent as yesterday that she stood where I do now.
Though a few claw lengths shorter. By my coming of age, she barely made it to my shoulders. But her presence was grand enough to fill the room.
A true leader of Coden. Many have noted the resemblance. See a bit of her in you both. Wayfinder, you find yourself in good company. Hope you can make yourself at home here.
To honored Conan, a claw chosen by the people, Alder's role, same as his mother before him. Also, a voice. She was chosen by Koda himself to share in his mind, ultimately proving her worth by the trial of faith. A trial that would prove both to her detriment and the tribe's. Mid-trial, nearly crushed by the weight of madness, she fled. Some call it cowardice. I believe it was the will to survive that seized her from the brink of oblivion. The same will our claw channeled in the trial's aftermath, rather than Some Codan found themselves called back by the will of Koda, a call they followed to Or. The rest, our forebearers, remained. And it is here, free from gods, tried only by nature, that we find our...
Where? You found a rainbow?
At least, that's the speech I've prepared for the Cubs' annual history visit. I fear it sounds a bit rehearsed.
The role of Claw was taken, so I settled for a title more modest.
My son has some years before he claims such expertise, though his mind is sharp. Observing our council provides him practical education, instills discipline.
Boy's Arrow, son of Stone Alter and Sunken here. You? Wayfinder losing the way in our woods. And now Commander. That has a strong sound to it. But if you insist, lost your Wayfinder.
Seems our visitor also claims two names. We of the lowland drop formality with those we most respect. Right, Pokey?
Yeah. Pokey.
Leader, best we return to the planned agenda, pressing as it is.
Our concerns are sensible, graced by fire. Boys Darrow, I'm afraid our discussion shall prove as stuffy to our guests as the air in this hall. Show them around.
But we've only just... A fine idea. Best they enjoy the weather while it holds. Meet me outside when you're set.
Fortunate for you, the embers of our summer season burn brightest. May your time here pass well.
All right, can I start? Yeah, thank you. Ooh, that's pretty.
Here you have it. Harvest Den. Much to keep a newcomer occupied. Especially this time of year. Have one last hurrah before the deep freeze sets in, and the time of torpor begins, and things really slow down. So, enjoy the fun while it lasts.
Weren't you supposed to show us around?
A Wayfinder needs no chaperone, yes? You seem the type who'd rather blaze your own trail. Your friends, the flora and feline, make themselves at home already. Besides, if you need me, I'll be right here. A friend of mine plans to take part in the dance circle. Poor beast dances like his feet are forged from ore, but I'll be cheering for him nonetheless.
Alright. Oh, it's really pretty. Cabbages! Stay out of my cabbages! Sorry. Ooh, it's a little bandstand. Is there any place I need to go where you guys are? Cat, cat. Can I pet the cat? No, I can't pet the cats? Really? Lame. Wanna pet the cats? I can't talk to them. Why can't I talk to them? Oh well. Alright, Kate's over there. Let me go see what she's up to. Oh, wow. That's really pretty.
Can you make your own food? Do animals graze on you?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't need that visual.
What I love about children is their shamelessly charming lack of tact.
Willow, focus. We're training, not harassing newcomers.
But how pretty she is! I love her flowers best of all.
How sweet. These were a gift from a very dear friend. A dragon friend.
There's a dragon here as well?
I'm afraid we're on this adventure without her. She's resting. And she's more than earned it.
Something you have not, Willow. Back to your sets.
Could complete these with my eyes closed. Now this newcomer looks like a fine sparring match for you, Swift Rapids.
Never trained with spears before.
Really? Bet you'd take to it naturally. Talk to my sparring partner, Mists of Dawn. She'll help you get a feel for it. Most couldn't train in spears before they can talk. Though some prefer to exercise their jabbering jaws.
Thank you for letting us watch.
Alright.
We become one.
Kitty!
How about a test of strength, Outlander?
Hey, Wayfinder. Janthir is wild terrain. You must prepare for the unexpected.
Alrighty. I don't have a spear. How am I?
Is a spear's prime advantage.
How
Best
am I
keep your
supposed? Do
target
I
at a
have a
distance.
spear in my
When they
inventory?
encroach, switch to fang and claw.
I mean, I can go get one,
Garnered an audience.
but like,
Measure your
for
spear
real?
skills against our Cubs newcomer. They may be youngsters, but spear newcomer. Level your spear and join some friendly competition. If you don't have your own, just grab one from the rack. Show our Cubs how a seasoned warrior.
Where's the freaking rack? Right here?
Only now. No
Is that a rack? No, that's not a rack.
or what happened.
Where's the rack? Oh, derp. Alright.
Grind him to paste.
What are you doing here? I hope you're not doing that in the car. Yeah, I'm having fun. Honey, this reminds me of one of your favorite songs. Beat on the bread, beat on the bread. Regular. Jug, please. Yay!
Everyone back here.
I didn't check for taco seasoning, so just make sure you just get 2 to be on the safe side, okay?
With practice, you'll perform with the poise of our friend one day.
It was the others. They let me down.
Say that every time you do.
Lose every time you do. Next time, I'm on the newcomers team.
What kind did you make? Are they cheese? Are they chicken, or are they beef, or are they pork, or are they steak, or are they shrimp, or are they no meat, or no meat? Oh no! Sorry. Bad World v. World joke. I didn't mean it that way, but we just happen to have a friend named No Meat. I mean, oops. Sorry, No Meat. 8-hour beef and shrimp? Is that like slow marinated something or other? Why were they 8-hour beef and shrimp? Like, did you marinate them, or what was the deal-ish? Oh, shit! Holy crap, I'm by myself, this is not good! I don't want to be here, I thought this was just practicey stuffs right now, not beat on me! I'm not feeling good about this, just saying! Oi!
Come here. Protect me.
Dang, flopping me around like I'm a dead fish. Seriously? My dude. He's gonna kick my butt. It ain't gonna be much I can do about it either. Dang, what is that ninja move? Dude!
We heal as one. Protect me.
What was that?
We heal as one.
Yay! You mean got your skills, right? Because you already, I saw you were already on this map before I was, so I know you got a lot further than I did.
Protect me.
My dude. Oh, so wait, do you get your ranger pet when you do the war claw, or is that what you're talking about? Because I thought, Well, I did that event and it still didn't give me much of the heart. Seriously? What's up with that mess? Sorry.
And now for a brief.
Do not be foolish. Barbed Veil trains every day. Our Claw is tough, but he no longer needs to fight.
Just because he does not fight does not mean the skill is not still there. Very deep, waiting.
The strength is there, cannot deny that. But without use, a spearhead rusts, the wood corrodes, the water stagnates.
You forget the Claw knows what Vale can do. She knows little about what power is waiting in the gentle river, not...
Ish, you should follow me if you're still here, since you don't already. Alright, nothing there to sell. Alright, so I heard this briefly earlier. I don't know if I want to read it because it seems pretty steamy, but I could read it and then like embarrass the hell out of myself, so it's up to you. If you want me to read it, I'll read it, but it's pretty steamy from what I remember hearing. Read it in character too? Like how? Like, I'm trying to start it. I'm already embarrassed. This is not a good look. I romanced Jim? When did that happen? Did I miss something? I'm struggling. I'm gonna try. I'm really gonna try. Okay? Quivering warmth jammed the tip of her spear into the training dummy, almost yelling out in frustration in the process. It felt good to work out some of her anger. And she had a lot to be angry about, with her ex-boyfriend, Devious Weasel, trying to get her in trouble with the local Claw. And then there was that strange newcomer, Rigid Branch. She gripped tighter onto the length of the spear shaft, thinking of those big paws of his. All of these other bear kids sent her into torpor, but that one... A spear whipped past her, planting itself into the dummy's head and snapping her out of her thoughts. She looked back to see Rigid Branch approaching, holding another spear in his hand. Already, wow, she thought, staring at it. That's the biggest spear I've ever seen. Is that why they call him Rigid Branch? Quivering warmth remained frozen, overwhelmed by the moment as Rigid Branch came over and pulled out the embedded spear. Already in torpor. Excuse me, I don't know that word. You are, he teased. She shook her head at him, flustered. You'll never get the job done gripping it like that, he continued. his paws touching hers. He loosened her grip, transferred her paws over to the longer spear. Oh my! He stood behind her, setting her feet, showing her how to position for maximum effectiveness. As his big, strong paws wrapped around hers, she couldn't help but wonder if there might be a different reason they called him Rigid Branch. Alright. I can't read that again! Not with that voice, not with that way. You're gonna have to clip it, because I'm not doing that again.
Hey, you look like someone who doesn't mind getting a little...
Did you enjoy that, Nella? Was that a good
I got plenty of ore here.
theatrical interpretation of that reading?
But it helps keep this town running.
You gotta clip that.
What do you say? Or are you afraid to get your fancy clothes dirty?
Alright, now what do I do with the ingot? Do I pound it or something? A crate. Where do I put, where's the crate? Oh, crate. Oh, there it is. Alright.
Hardly the worst I've seen.
Did you enjoy that, Nella? I did that just for you. My theatrical reading. And I don't think I could read it like that again if I tried, so... Oh, wow. Wow, that's way too involved for me. I can't do all that. Excuse me. Is there other Nella? Is there other Snarklaw stuffs to read? Alright, Ish, have a good one. You should follow, though. Just saying. Doesn't cost you anything. Well, I knew that one was a little steamy because I read, like, when I checked out a friends of mine streamed, I heard just the first few and I was like, oh dear. I don't think I'm going to read everything on stream, but I might have to read that just because, oh my. No, you don't. Nobody needs to sub. Alright, why didn't I hear that? That's weird. Why didn't I hear that stream stuff? It's weird too. I can't even see who that is. But oh, that's not. That's okay. I don't know what happened, but okay. None of my alerts went off. That's weird. Why are none of my alerts working? Alright, now what do I do with it? Take it in the house? I'm thinking.
Greetings there, visitor. A grand time you choose to drop by. What with the harvest in full swing? Fine music, fine sport. Best of all, the food. Say, give me a hand in the kitchen helping fill these empty stomachs. It'll give you a taste of the harvest firsthand.
Alright. Where the heck's the book? I need the cookbook. Where's the cookbook? I think that's what I need.
Not bad for a newcomer
All right.
chef.
All right, I have to like end the stream just for a few minutes, and actually about 15 minutes, and then I'll be back. So if anybody wants to come back then or hang out until I come back, you can do that. But I'll be back about 10-15 minutes or so. Okay? Hope to see you then, and be right back. Well, not be right back, but I'll be restarting the stream in a minute. In a few.